Alright, so here's the Coronet 500 after I dug it out of the yard there. No hood. I've got the back glass and all the doors have the glass in it, so I just need the triangles and the windshield. And then the trim piece that goes down the side. Looks like a little bit of rust there, maybe. Oh, sweet. I have a little friend now. And of course the creepy baby. We're gonna just toss that now. Looks like it was probably hit in the back here. You kind of see maybe some Bondo fixes, or maybe they're trying to make a wire to close it, because you can see the latches here. And they eventually decided on that method. Last registered in 77. And it's got both badges on both sides. I'd like to get that trim piece back. That's pretty cool. Run that all the way down the car. But there's no rust on this thing. It's a little body damage, but that's pretty much it. Alright, so in this section, I'm really just going through the bottom of the car to see how the frame looks. We lifted it up, and I got a peek at the back half of the car to kind of see how it looked. Right there is the torque box and like the driver's side floorboard. Pretty solid. You can kind of see that there's a little bit of surface rust here and there, but overall, it's got the undercoating on the bottom side of the car, so that kind of saved a lot of the frame. Plus, it's a Wyoming car, so we don't really use salt here. And when we did use salt, this car was already parked, so we use magnesium chloride here, which it kind of just leaves like a white powdery and kind of eats a lot of the bearings and stuff. Here's the back part of the frame. The leaf spring is pretty tore up and rusty, but it was also sitting on the ground. But there's that rear frame rail. It's damn near perfect. We're gonna move around here to the back of the car and kind of see what it looks like as well. Kind of failed to get a good angle at it, and then I moved underneath the car and got a pretty good peek at everything. The gas tank is probably gonna have to be replaced. I'm expecting to put a fuel cell in here anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Looked like it probably had a towing package at some point. And then here's that frame rail again on the passenger side. We go to the front of the car and take a peek on this side where the torque box is. Yeah, it looks solid. The whole bottom of the car looks really solid. I'm gonna have to pull the carpet and double check everything, but I didn't notice anything that I was hugely concerned about. Alright guys, so I just dug into this Coronet. I popped open the trunk, pulled all the crap that was in it out. Kind of neat thing that I found was the like the original blanket that they kind of lay down was still in the car. Unfortunately, it also kind of hurt it because it trapped a lot of moisture underneath it. Not nearly as bad as I would have thought, but there is some rust, some of it's surface rust, but the metal is kind of thin, so we may just put a piece of sheet metal over the top to kind of keep it strong. But I'm gonna flip this around and I'll show you guys. Alright, so as you can tell, they had a lot of crap in there. Here's that blanket. It's probably not going to get saved. It's pretty tore up. But it was laid out here nicely. So as you can see here, I mean, that stuff's, I mean, everything you're seeing there is kind of dirt. There's a little bit of surface rust here and there, but, and then you see where the blanket kind of trapped it all down there in the bottom. It didn't allow it to breathe. It is pretty solid. There's 3 areas that go all the way through. But over here, solid. But then over here, you can kind of push it down and see it flex. I know it's gonna be kind of hard to capture on video, but all that's solid. Again, a little bit more surface rust right there where it kind of came down from the speaker. And then you've got the other side, a little bit more surface rust, but everything's solid, 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 solid. That's always good. And even the bottom of the trunk lid is pretty pristine. But we're gonna try and get on some of the interior and clean it out, but I need to clean up this mess and get it out of the way. We did also jack the car up and get it off the ground. You see we're missing the drum on this side, and the leaf spring is starting to fall apart. So a little bit of rust down there too, but not a whole lot. The body itself is pretty good. Alright guys, so I just finished up with the trunk. I've shut it for now. I gotta wash it and do some other stuff so I can kind of keep it clean back there and get rid of a lot of the dirt and the dust buildup. However, this thing doesn't have any of the windows in it, so like the back window and the front window, windshield and the back windshield, whatever you want to call them, they're gone. Thankfully, inside the car we found some of the stuff. I'm gonna show you. I gotta stop the video. They took away my flip the camera around thing, but I'm gonna show you what we found inside the car. So there's the back glass for this car. Here's your little vent glasses, and then get this door to hold open. Ta-da! There's also the glass. And that one, we just got to get it to roll up. I already messed with this one, but this door is kind of hard to open up, so I left it halfway down. It does roll all the way up. And we got the glass in the back for that one. So really all we need is a windshield. And this thing will be sealed back up. As you can see, I still got to clean out the interior. Console's in there, it's all busted up. The gauge cluster is all busted up, but the dash itself's not in terrible shape. We'll probably pull it out and put a custom dash in here. Got to go through all that chrome and see if any of it's even for this car. But yeah, that was kind of cool.